Hi everyone, thanks for joining in. This is a general reading for Leo. So I'll start out with some rune stones and then clarify with some tarot cards. Please take with what resonates and then let go of the rest. It is a general reading. Okay, so let's get started. What does Leo need to know at this time? So this is the rune for your current state. Like, it's actually a blank rune. So it may not make sense right now, but by the end of it, it will all come together. You've got Yara, which is about harvest. So I take this kind of like karma. Like you reap what you sow. Like what you put out will come back to you. So that was for the past. Let's see. Everything will come together in the end. It may not make sense right now, but it will come together. What does Leo need to know? So you've got Perthrow, which is about like initiation, like a change. And let's keep going. You've got Tiwaz, which is about being a warrior and like be what's the saying, like oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. It's like go into the rhythm of like your own drum kind of thing. All right, so what's the future for Leo? And you've got Wunyo, which is all about joy and pleasure. So you've got a great set. So let's start reading. So this blank rune, and for the current state, I'll take this as a sign of you're in a period of change and you haven't quite yet decided what direction you want to go in. And so this initial, you're just in that starting process of figuring out, like, what does Leo actually want? And then you've got Tiwaz, which is about being a warrior. And so in this case, it's doing what's right for you. But in doing that, you also need to watch your actions, and because they will have an impact on other people. It's not saying don't do anything. It's just saying, like, do the noble thing. But realize, like, your actions do have consequences on other people. But you still have to do, in the end of it, like, what's right for you. And you will have that joy and happiness in the end. But you really need to stay strong and figure out like what works for Leo. Okay, so let's clarify with a couple more runes. I love when this happens. So you've got Wunyo twice. So it goes to show, like, in this period right now that start and trying to figure out what you want, it doesn't mean that you're not happy right now, but you're trying to find ways to, like, enrich your life even more and truly have that heaven on earth and that peace in your soul. And you've got Awaz, which is about movement. So this is that change that you're happening, and like sticking up for yourself and what you actually want is a change to maybe how you are right now. And you've got Isa, which is about stillness. So take this as like practicing patience. So what in this change, sorry, my chair is cracking. In this period of change and reflection, like, the change won't happen overnight. but you will be happy in the end. There is this change with Awaz, but take that time to decide what will work for Leo, and don't make any hasty decisions or like anything sudden. Really take the time to reflect and think of the overall impact. And you've got Birkenau, which is about growth. So through this period here that you have in terms of sticking up for yourself, not making hasty decisions, but really wanting a change, and that is happening with Awaz and the movement, just goes to show in the end of it all, through this happiness and practicing patience. And maybe there's work that you need to do with this patience, because it's not going to be overnight. There is those gradual changes that you need to do. You can't give up, because you will grow as part of this overall journey that you're on, and you will have your happiness, and you will grow spiritually. You will grow and look at things in a new light, and appreciate things differently in a way that you might not see right now, because you've got here like reaping what you sow, and the karma. So all this that happened in the past will come together, and you get that growth and the happiness. It's just all in good time. All right, let's clarify with a couple tarot cards. So with the tarot cards, I don't look at the actual meaning of the cards. I look at like the energy of the reading and what symbols and imagery stands out in the card for me. So you've got Ace of Water. So with this card, it's all about that fresh start, because the Ace is all about kind of like that new, like I'm at a loss for words, my goodness. It'll come to me. But if you look at the pearl here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little horse. So that goes to show, like, through Awaz and that movement that needs to happen, it is going to be gradual, because look at a pearl, like it's not formed overnight. You do have to practice that patience, but it will come together. And look, I'm looking at the crown here on this seahorse. Like, you will be happy, you will own it, you will get that growth, it will come together. It's just all in good time. What does Leo need to know? So you've got Seven of Fire. So look, so you've got this unicorn standing on this rock, and so this is Tiwaz, like really owning it and going for what is for you and your soul. All right, let's keep going. And you've got temptations. So this is where the patience comes in, that like you may be tempted with like those instant gratifications. But if you look past it and look at the long-term gains instead of the instant gratifications, that's where you'll gain so much more. And like the perspective with the Birkenau and the growth that's going to happen and the happiness, like, don't look at those instant gratifications and just keep going and really owning it. So this is where Tiwaz comes in, and again with being on the straight and narrow, and just like even putting like like, I feel like, you know, when you've got horses and they've got blinders on, like if you let go of the distractions around you and owning it and being patient with it, you will have everything in the end. But just hold off on those instant gratifications. Oh, look. So with this card, I look at, you've got the, it almost looks like blue jay wings. So blue jay to me is a sign of good messages coming and like good fortune coming. So this is what this means. So through these, keeping on the straight and narrow, being patient with this change that's happening, you've got good news coming. You've got joy, you've got happiness, you've got it all coming. And it's just, you just got to be patient with it. It is really what it is. So the Coles notes of this is that you need to decide what will enrich your life, what will make you happy with this blank slate, and really going for whatever it is you've identified to make you happy. Be patient with the change, and you'll get happiness in the end. That's what I have for Leo at this time. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, thank you.